Hello, welcome to the Submarine Force Museum. I'm Commander Brad Boyd, Director of the museum and Officer in Charge of Historic Ship Nautilus. Today we pause to remember those lost on December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, when the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. Many of you are aware of the story of the aircraft involved, not as many of the submarine. The submarine that I'm standing beside here is a Type A class Japanese Midget Submarine, the same class as was used during those attacks. This submarine was captured off Guadalcanal, not Pearl Harbor. She was launched to attack U.S. warships, but her rudder was damaged during the launch and her crew had to abort the mission due to the casualty in surface. While attempting to get into the bay, they sighted an American aircraft, scuttled their submarine, and swam to shore. It was later recovered by Seabees. She is a Japanese midget submarine, the HA-8, and is 79 feet long and has a beam of 6 feet. Displaces 46 tons, has one 600 horsepower electric motor with a battery, and could travel up to 20 knots. She was crewed by 2 men and had 2 18-inch torpedoes, as you can see here. The opening shots of World War II, while they did occur at Pearl Harbor, were not fired by the Japanese aircraft as everyone thinks. They were fired by a U.S. warship, the USS Ward, a destroyer patrolling off the coast of Oahu at the entrance to Pearl Harbor. She was alerted to a suspicious vessel off the coast, specifically a midget submarine's periscope, and fired upon her and dropped depth charges at 6:51 a.m. 6 minutes later, she reported via radio, "We have attacked, fired upon, and dropped depth charges upon submarine operating in defensive sea area." This was 1 hour and 4 minutes prior to the Japanese air attack arriving at 07:55. To the benefit of the Japanese and great despair of the United States, the report of the submarine was not quickly routed, largely because it was a Sunday morning and people were not easily gotten a hold of since we were not at full wartime readiness. This was not the only submarine involved in the attack. 4 more midget submarines were deployed. 1 for sure, but maybe 3 made it into the harbor. 1 submarine had a gyroscope failure and ended up floundered on a reef and attacked by the USS Helm, another American destroyer, knocking it off the reef, but also rendering the 2 men crew unconscious. It ended up drifting to the east side of Oahu. The crew abandoned the submarine and attempted to swim to shore. 4 of the 5 submarines have not been found, but 1 is still missing and unaccounted for. None of the submarines are credited with any hits on American ships, but there is aerial footage that potentially shows 1 submarine in Battleship Row. While the theory is controversial, it is possible that this is the missing submarine and its final resting place is in Pearl Harbor itself. While part of one of the most infamous attacks and spectacular failures in our nation's history, the daring and resolve of the Japanese midget submarine sailors cannot be denied.
By the end of the day, total American casualties were 2,335 service members killed, with another 1,143 wounded. 68 civilians killed and 35 wounded. Japanese casualties were 64 killed and 1 prisoner of war.